before it get better, it's gonna get worse. I love the fact that we as a people now are awakening from this amnesia. We're awakening from this spell that was cast upon us over 400 years ago, whether you want to call it the Willie Lynch, or you want to call it being the victims of technology. However, we're now coming into our true identity as indigenous people of North America, which is wonderful. Now, what's taking place is it's a phenomenon, and believe me, the same way we're becoming aware of this, the same way now we're tuning in to this new frequency, they're aware of it too. They have a tower too. And they're like, oh shit, we're losing our grip of these guys. And the only type of means of maintaining that power is two ways: through violence, what they're doing, and lies, and spreading multiple lies, you know. And they're, I like to call them the blue bloods, because it's beyond, it's not a color thing no more, because they're deceiving white folks. White folks are being caught up in this trap. But we, as people of color, we as indigenous people, we indigenous people of America are really being targeted. And how they targeting us? They saying, yo, they not gonna believe me no more because I'm white. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some guys of their color and make them my agents. And the best way to do it is through the master of ceremony. And the master of ceremony is through music, television, through books. Now you got YouTube. And that's how now they're dispersing their lies. And these lies are causing dissent amongst us. And by causing dissent amongst us, it's always keeping us divided. And as long as we're divided, they can always maintain that foothold on our necks. Now I'm not here to stress of everyone going to grab a rifle or grabbing their nine and going in the street and start causing anarchy. No, I stress one simple thing that they can never beat us on, and that's now reconnecting ourselves with that cosmic frequency, with that cosmic energy. It's that's the only way now that we're gonna break hold, that we're gonna truly break free from this spell, like I said, that they have cast upon us. That's the only way. We can't fight them with weapons because it's in their nature to fight with weapons. They're the masters of weaponry. That's why on the dollar bill, "In God We Trust," the government ordinance department. And if anybody wants to get understand about the ordinance, that's how they keep order with the gun. If they find you as a threat to their way of life, as you can see what happened in history, anybody that was a threat to their way of life, what happened to them? Simple. And we have to change how we what we identify ourselves with this, what they call this hip hop culture. A lot of it now, I don't even understand what they're talking about. The slang and whatever, the trick words they use and the metaphors that's being, repeated over and over again in the airwaves. You got self-explanatory about the people out there wearing their pants sagging all the way down with a belt on. And then you have people who are just so disrespectful. And then you have, because it goes beyond the gender line. It ain't the women. It's the men too that are enticing. It's like you don't even know which way is up anymore. What's been considered good is now bad, and what is bad is good. And that's why we're being disrespected as a people, because the powers that be, the powers that has the reins right now, are looking at us and saying, so what? This will pass. What we're going to do is we're going to give them a stimulus package. We're going to do something. We're going to cause, or what they'll do is they'll make it worse for us. And now we got to focus on other things. And being focused on other things is just another way of distracting us from the real antagonist. And the real antagonist really is ourselves. We're our greatest enemy. Can anybody out there actually look at themselves in the mirror and say, I love you? With whole heart, tell yourself, I love you. Without being high, without being drunk, without being in another altered state of mind. You see, that's why we're being disrespected. And those of us that are clear on a clear mental scope of things, we already know what I just said. In order to defeat these people, it's not even saying defeat these people. In a way, you got to just say, let them be. And let me be. But they'll never let you be, because they can't be who they be unless they be on top of our be. But it's a process. Okay, we have to first work on ourselves before we can break this system that has a tight grip on us. We have to work on ourselves. We have to start finding ways on how to improve our lifestyle, because this type of lifestyle is an unnatural lifestyle, and that's why we're not succeeding in our lives, because we're following a system that's alien to us, that's causing a disruption in our vibratory makeup. It's just that simple. Our organic chemistry has been so distorted. We're poisoned. A lot of us out here walking sideways and don't even know it, because we've been this way at a very young age that we don't even stop to realize it. It's like putting a goddamn frog in a fucking pan of water and to slowly simmer the water until the water's hot. The frog don't even know it's being cooked alive. And that's what happened with us. So I'm here to start saying, listen, it's time to open your eyes and look around and see where you stand in the scheme of things, and start creating a strategy on how to get out, how to break away from that system. Because a lot of it is because we are afraid, because it's like, better stay with the devil that you know than move to a devil that you don't know. It's more fearful of like going into that void, because we don't know what's out there. But the void, what did God do when he saw the void? What did he do? He said, let there be light. And I see each and every one of us as the expression of the Creator. We all have the capabilities of creating something new, something better than this. I rambled long enough, but understand, first we have to start working on ourselves before we can go fight the power. We got to gain some power first. Hotep.